Hey, this is Craig Owens, and
Bradley Bell
we play in the band Chiodos. I sing, and Brad
plays keyboards.
plays keyboards.
Was it after the Chiodo brothers?
You're the one that named it.
All right. I'll take. All right. Yeah, the bass player Matt and I, we grew up together, and we went to high school together, and we always just used to hang out and rent B movies, like old horror movies, basically. And we needed a name for a talent show, and so we just looked on the back of one of them, and the name was there, and then we ended up doing really well. So we're like, I guess we're gonna keep it. So it was a happy mistake, like me.
I didn't need to know that. But how did you guys meet? Was it for this talent show? Like, did you? No, was it during?
Yeah, we met in school. I met Matt in 10th grade geometry class. I met Brad in choir. Yeah, we went to high school together.
There are 6 of you now, right? Or how did you meet the others?
Well, the others, microphone every time. The others, you with us? You're with us. Yeah, the other guys were Derek played in a band in Texas, the drummer, and we played with them a bunch as the Chiodos brothers before we just cut off the name of just Chiodos. And Thomas, who's now in the band, was in a band called The Fall of Troy, who we played with all the time. So we were just really close with them, and it just made sense to put them in the band.
Well, you've been in a band for over a decade now. Have you always known that you wanted to work in the music industry?
No, I never thought it was practical until people started like paying attention and caring. So I always wanted to do something with music. I was going to school for music, and I mean, it was always kind of a dream, but never one that I thought I would actually follow through with.
Same. Minus the school part. Same.
So you agree with him. So what did you guys think of, so far you've done like 2 dates of the European tour? What did you think?
I thought it's been awesome so far. It's I didn't really know what to expect, having done the U.S. one so often and being kind of vets on that. Some of the differences are that it's inside. That's one. There's less bands, but in a good way, I think, because that means that we can make closer friends. You're not seeing so many people in passing. It's not like a revolving door. So, but so far it's been amazing. It's been great.
Yeah, I feel like it's less tiring for the people that attend it too, because at the one in the United States, I feel like people get spread so thin throughout the day because there's like 60 to 80 bands on it or something, I don't know, and their energy just depletes throughout the day, and they don't know who to catch. And this way, like, you have 2 options at the same time at the most, you know, and I think it's beneficial for both the crowd and the bands.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're pretty much done with recording your new record? Done. What can we expect?
And I'm going to give you a typical answer. It sounds like our first and our second, and then it's mature. But that's just the truth, you know? When you go in with people that you've been making music with for a while, it's not like we want to change what it is that we do. You know, we weren't looking to reinvent ourselves. We were looking to get back to what it is that we did well and that we hadn't done in a while together. So I think that you'll hear Thomas's edition. I think that'll be the newest thing that people will hear. Other than that, I think it's old school Chiodos.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very dramatic, very dark, and very fun all at the same time. That's kind of what we've always thrived on, so just a continuation of that.
So what do you think is your biggest achievement so far? Maybe a tough one?
In music, I don't want this to sound like Disney, and I don't want it to sound like come across that way, but honestly, I feel like every day is an achievement, and that's just the truth. Like, I'm in Holland right now playing music with people I grew up with, and people care. Like, that's amazing to me, and I'm just, there's not really a day that goes by that I'm not like, just really enjoying this thing and just not taking any of it for granted. I mean, I know that doesn't set you up to do anything really, but
same for me. There's not a certain thing. It's just the experiences that we all have, and the fact that we are able to continue to do it.
So in order, any collaborations on the new album?
none.
Anything you'd like to work with in the future?
Probably, but the list is probably too long, and I'm not sure if it would make sense for Chiodos, but there's tons of musicians. As a musician, I want to work with other musicians. It's natural. The creative process is a bonding one, and it's a fun one to experience with people because you grow, you learn things from everyone, right? So as many collaborations as possible. I love making music, and I love doing it with people that I can learn from, but I'm not really sure that we have any planned with Chiodos.
Yeah, maybe some remixes down the road, but nothing that we have set in stone.
Okay, so I know there were like a couple of years where you weren't in the band. What's it like getting back into like band again? And what's it like having him back?
Yeah. Well, being back in the band is it's a combination of exciting and overwhelming, I would think. Exciting because I'm back to where it is that I think I belong. It feels like home. I wouldn't, it's not as like well written as that. Like I know that would like look good, and we would love to pick up where we left off, but the fact is things happened and that changed us. And I'm just excited that we're in a better place now to where we can actually communicate it. I think that's the difference, is that we can actually communicate what it is that we went through, and neither sides of the party, even though there's all different opinions all around, everybody has their own, but no one doesn't understand what it is that happened, and no one thinks that we're just jumping back in and pretending like everything was perfect, because that's not the case. I think there's this kind of interpretation like that when someone rejoins a band or something after a split, that like, oh, everything's fine because it seems that way on stage, but there's hard conversations that need to be had. There's relationships that need to be rebuilt, and we're still in that rebuilding process, and communication is happening. I will say that I believe that we're further along than we ever have been communication-wise and vibe-wise within the band. I think it's probably the happiest I've ever been on tour with Chiodos.
Yeah, I mean, when you have 6 creative individuals that have to come together and do something like we do, you're obviously not going to agree on everything, and I feel like this time around we know how to disagree better, and we've learned a lot over the years, and I feel like now we're stronger from it all, and able to make better decisions and ready to have fun again.
And we dove into this lyrically on the new record. Like a lot of the lyrics, like the last track on the record, dives into that. It dives into what it is that we've experienced. I mean, we were not shy, and we were not trying to write poetic love songs, none of that shit. Like, we wanted real, and if you want to know about the situation and how it really went down and how it really is now, then you'll listen to the record and understand, I think. We wish that we could put it out sooner. Now that we're done, we started mixing today, yesterday, so we're getting emails and mixing, right, while on the road, so it's difficult. It's gonna be a little time consuming to get it right. So until that's done, it's really difficult to say. We're planning on March of next year to release it, but the whole record. Yeah, so we're hoping that we get the whole record out by March, but if that doesn't happen, then it's because we pushed our management to make it happen sooner, because we want it out. It's been too long for us. I mean, we hear fans say it, but to sit on these songs for a year and not be able to share them with people, I promise we want it out way more than anyone else does. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
We played a couple live, and hopefully soon we'll be able to at least share one. We just don't know when yet. The reaction's been awesome. We've been playing some of the higher energy ones just off the bat, and like today it was one of the most energetic songs of the whole set, I thought. It's called Bevis Bollock.
Behvis Bullock. Bullock. Yeah.
Okay, so last question. I know you checked out Red, Gold, Green, right? What are some other bands you'd like to check out on these like remaining dates?
I don't know about like who I want to check out still. I mean, I'll probably try and check out all the bands. I know that's lame or cheesy, typical answer. It's true though. I mean, I saw Yellow Card and like Moz the Flames yesterday. They killed it. Memphis Mayfire did great yesterday. There's so many friends on this tour that we just want to watch everything, and in between like press and merch and like doing all the different things, we try to do that without spreading ourselves too thin. So I don't know, is there anyone specifically for you?
I'm not too sure. I know that a lot of the bands are changing on all the dates. I got to catch Sublime yesterday. That was really cool because that was a big part of our growing up and stuff. And yeah, I'm just excited to make new friends and check out as many as I can.
Thank you.